Ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you something real quick. When was the last time you truly felt joy? I mean, not the quick bursts of happiness that fade away, but the kind of deep, lasting joy that fills you up from the inside out. You know, the kind where you wake up excited, where life just feels good, no matter what's happening around you. If you're like most people, you might be waiting for joy to show up on its own, waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect circumstance, or maybe even a lucky break. But what if I told you that joy isn't something you wait for? What if I told you that joy is something you build step by step every single day? That's right. Today, I'm going to show you how to create a life full of joy starting right now. If you're tired of waiting and ready to live a life that lights you up, stick with me. This is going to be good. Gratitude is one of the most powerful tools you can use to build a joyful life. Too often we find ourselves focusing on what's missing, what's not going right, or what we wish we had. But gratitude forces you to flip that script and focus on everything you already have, the blessings that already exist in your life, whether big or small. When you intentionally focus on gratitude, it changes your entire perspective on life. It's easy to fall into the trap of believing that joy is something out there, something you need to find or wait for. But when you practice gratitude, you realize that joy has always been right in front of you, ready to be recognized. Think about it. How often do we take the simplest things for granted? Waking up in the morning, the roof over our heads, a warm meal, a conversation with a friend. These things are all easy to overlook, yet they are the very things that contribute to our overall happiness and contentment. Gratitude helps you see the beauty and joy in the smallest moments, reminding you that life is full of blessings, even when it feels like it's not. When you stop and appreciate what's right in front of you, you immediately shift your energy from lack to abundance. The beauty of gratitude is that it's a practice, something you can do daily to keep your focus on the good in your life. It doesn't matter what's going on around you, gratitude always gives you something to hold on to. On days when things feel heavy, when challenges seem to outweigh the victories, gratitude can lift you up and put things into perspective. It doesn't mean that everything is perfect or that you ignore the tough times. It simply means that you choose to find the silver lining, to see the good that is still there, even when things aren't ideal. You've probably heard of the idea of keeping a gratitude journal, where you jot down a few things you're grateful for each day. I'm telling you, this small habit can change your life. It's not about writing down grand things all the time. It's about getting in the habit of noticing and appreciating the little things that often go unnoticed. Maybe it's the kindness of a stranger, a beautiful sunset, or the comfort of your favorite song playing on the radio. The more you write down, the more you realize just how much you have to be thankful for. And over time, this practice rewires your brain to focus on what's going right instead of what's going wrong. It trains your mind to be on the lookout for the good, for the joy that's already present. One of the most powerful aspects of gratitude is its ability to shift your energy. Have you ever been around someone who's always complaining, always focused on what's wrong? It's draining, isn't it? Now, think about the people in your life who are grateful for what they have, who express appreciation for the little things. Being around them is uplifting. Their positive energy is contagious. Gratitude does the same for you. It changes your energy from one of lack and frustration to one of abundance and joy. When you focus on gratitude, your entire energy shifts. You stop noticing what's missing and start seeing the fullness of what you already have. This shift in energy attracts more of the same. It draws in more positivity, more reasons to be thankful, and ultimately more joy. But don't get me wrong, practicing gratitude doesn't mean you ignore the challenges or pretend everything is perfect. It doesn't mean you shove your feelings down and act like nothing bothers you. Gratitude is about being honest with yourself while also choosing to see the bigger picture. Life is a balance of ups and downs, of challenges and triumphs. But even in the midst of challenges, gratitude reminds you that you are still surrounded by blessings. It's about acknowledging your struggles without letting them define you. You can experience difficulty and still hold on to gratitude. In fact, the most meaningful growth often happens during the toughest times, and gratitude helps you see that. One of the most powerful things about gratitude is that it helps you live more fully in the present moment. When you're focused on what you don't have or what you're hoping for in the future, you miss out on what's happening right now. Gratitude pulls you back to the here and now. It helps you appreciate the present for what it is, not for what it could be or should be. And that, my friend, is the secret to joy. The more you focus on what's good in your life right now, the more you feel joy in your everyday existence. Another incredible benefit of gratitude is how it strengthens your relationships. When you express gratitude toward others, you deepen your connection with them. Think about how great it feels when someone thanks you sincerely, when they acknowledge your efforts or the impact you've had on their life. Gratitude fosters a sense of appreciation, respect, and love. The more you practice gratitude, the more you'll find yourself expressing it toward the people who matter to you. It creates an environment where people feel valued and appreciated, and it invites more kindness and understanding into your relationships. And let's not forget the effect gratitude has on your mental and physical well-being. Studies show that practicing gratitude can reduce stress, improve your mood, and even boost your immune system. When you focus on what you're thankful for, it sends positive signals to your brain, increasing the production of serotonin and dopamine, two chemicals responsible for feelings of happiness. So not only does gratitude make you feel good, but it's also good for you. Living a joyful life doesn't mean ignoring the hard parts of life or pretending everything is perfect. It means choosing to find the good even in the toughest of times. And that's exactly what gratitude helps you do. It's a daily choice to focus on what's going right, to appreciate what you have, and to recognize the beauty in the small moments. When you practice gratitude regularly, you begin to realize that joy isn't something that happens by chance. It's something you create. It's something you choose every single day. And as you continue to embrace gratitude, you'll notice that your life becomes fuller, richer, and most importantly, more joyful. The people you surround yourself with play a massive role in shaping the life you live. Your environment, both physical and emotional, directly impacts your mood, your mindset, and your overall outlook on life. If you want to build a joyful life, you need to be intentional about the company you keep. The people you spend the most time with can either drain you or lift you up. And the choice is yours. We all know that life can throw challenges your way. Sometimes it feels like the world is testing you. During these moments, the right people in your life can provide the support and encouragement you need to keep moving forward. But the wrong people can make those challenges feel even more overwhelming. Think about the energy of the people around you. Are they positive, optimistic, and encouraging, or do they bring you down with negativity, complaining, and pessimism? It's easy to get caught up in toxic environments without realizing how much they affect you. Have you ever walked into a room and immediately felt the tension or negativity? That's the energy that some people can bring into your life without even saying a word. On the other hand, when you're surrounded by people who bring good energy, you can feel it in your bones. You feel lighter, more motivated, and ready to take on anything. Choosing to spend time with positive, supportive people doesn't mean you're cutting out everyone who's going through tough times or who isn't always happy. Life isn't about having everything perfect all the time. It's about balance. You can support friends and family through their hard times while also making sure you're prioritizing your own well-being. What you need to do is make sure you're surrounded by people who ultimately lift you up, who encourage you, and who celebrate your wins. These are the people who remind you of your potential, help you stay grounded, and keep you motivated on your path toward living a joyful life. When you surround yourself with people who are positive and supportive, you begin to adopt their mindset. It's not about being happy all the time, but about learning how to deal with life's challenges with grace and strength. Positive people don't let setbacks stop them, they learn from them. They help you see that obstacles are just temporary, that difficulties don't define you, and that there's always something to be grateful for. This type of mindset is contagious. It rubs off on you, making it easier for you to adopt a more positive and joyful outlook on your own life. At the same time, if you find yourself around people who constantly bring you down, it can be tough to maintain your joy. Negative energy is draining, and it can start to affect your thoughts and actions. Constant complaining, criticism, and negativity can cloud your perspective, making it harder to see the good things in your life. If you're constantly surrounded by negativity, it becomes harder to remain positive and joyful. Negative people may make you question yourself, your abilities, and your worth. They may make you feel like no matter what you do, it's never enough, or that the world is against you. Over time, their energy can wear you down, making it harder for you to find joy in even the simplest things. It's important to recognize when relationships become unhealthy. If certain people make you feel bad about yourself, constantly complain without offering solutions, or drain your energy, it may be time to reevaluate those relationships. This doesn't mean cutting people off, but rather setting boundaries to protect your mental and emotional well-being. You can still care for and support those who are going through hard times, but it's important to understand that you don't have to carry their burdens. You have the right to choose to surround yourself with people who inspire, motivate, and bring positivity into your life. On the flip side, positive relationships can truly enhance your joy. Think about the people who make you feel good about yourself, the friends who support your dreams, the family who cheers you on, the co-workers who believe in your potential. These are the people who make life brighter. They help you see possibilities instead of limitations, and they remind you that anything is possible when you have the right attitude and the right people by your side. But it's not just about finding the right people, it's also about being the right person. If you want to build a joyful life, you need to be a source of positivity and encouragement for others. The energy you give off can influence those around you just as much as their energy influences you. When you show up as someone who is supportive, kind, and full of optimism, you attract those same qualities back into your life. It's a cycle that perpetuates joy. By being a person who lifts others up, you create a network of people who do the same for you. Building joyful relationships doesn't happen overnight. It's a process that takes time, effort, and a willingness to invest in the people who matter most. You have to nurture relationships, support others when they need it, and be there through the tough times. But when you put the work into building positive, uplifting connections, you'll see the impact it has on your happiness. The people you surround yourself with can be a source of strength, joy, and love, and they play a significant role in helping you build a life that's truly worth living. In the end, creating a joyful life is all about finding the right balance of relationships, choosing people who bring out the best in you, who encourage you to grow, and who share in your victories and struggles. And as you surround yourself with positive, loving people, you'll begin to see just how much joy they bring into your life. These relationships are the foundation of your joy, and they will help you navigate the ups and downs of life with a sense of purpose, gratitude, and peace. So take a look at the people in your life and make sure they're helping you build the joyful life you deserve. Doing what you love is one of the most essential steps in building a joyful life. Too often, people get caught up in the demands of life, work, responsibilities, family obligations, and forget to prioritize the things that truly make them happy. We're all given unique talents, passions, and interests, and when you take the time to engage with those things, something incredible happens. You start to feel a sense of fulfillment and joy that no external circumstance can provide. Think about the moments in your life when you felt the most alive. When you're doing something you love, time seems to slow down. You're fully immersed in the activity, and there's a sense of purpose that comes with it. Whether it's writing, painting, cooking, playing a sport, or helping others, the things you love doing make you feel connected to yourself, to the present moment, and to something greater than the daily grind. These activities bring you joy because they resonate with who you are at your core. They align with your passions and make you feel alive, energized, and at peace. Too often, people believe that in order to be truly happy, they need to achieve a specific goal, land a better job, earn more money, or buy a bigger house. While those things can certainly bring comfort and stability, they're not the sources of lasting joy. Joy comes from within and is cultivated by doing what makes your heart sing. It's easy to get sidetracked by the hustle and bustle of life, but when you make time to do what you love, you create moments of true happiness. Doing what you love isn't just about finding time for hobbies. It's about weaving passion into the fabric of your everyday life. You don't have to wait for weekends or vacations to experience joy. You can find ways to incorporate the things you love into your daily routine. If you love reading, carve out a few minutes each day to lose yourself in a good book. If you love cooking, experiment with new recipes and share your creations with others. If you love helping people, look for opportunities to volunteer or support your community. The key is to make space for the things that bring you joy, no matter how small the moments may be. But it's not always as easy as it sounds. Many people hold themselves back from doing what they love because they feel like they don't have the time or the resources. They get caught up in the belief that they need to be busy or productive all the time, and they forget that true productivity is about finding balance and doing things that fuel your soul. The reality is that when you make time for what you love, you become more energized, focused, and creative in every area of your life. You feel less drained and more motivated because you're tapping into a source of energy that comes from doing what brings you joy. And it's not just about personal fulfillment, it's about making a positive impact on others as well. When you do what you love, you inspire others to do the same. Your passion is contagious and it can help lift up those around you, whether it's through your work, your art, or your kindness. When you are genuinely engaged in something that fills you with joy, you create an atmosphere that encourages others to pursue their passions too. Your joy becomes a ripple effect that touches others and creates a more uplifting, vibrant world. There's another powerful element to doing what you love. It helps you stay grounded in who you truly are. So much of the world around us is focused on achieving external success, climbing the corporate ladder, keeping up with social trends, and meeting the expectations of others. But none of that defines who you are at your core. When you spend time doing the things you love, you reconnect with yourself. You remember what truly matters to you, what brings you joy, and what makes you feel fulfilled. It's easy to lose sight of these things when life gets busy, but when you consistently engage in activities that speak to your soul, you create a life that feels authentic and meaningful. Sometimes people think they have to choose between doing what they love and being responsible or successful. But what if I told you that doing what you love is not only possible, but it's necessary for your overall well-being? Yes, responsibilities are important and work can be demanding, but when you neglect the things that bring you joy, you're compromising your mental and emotional health. Burnout, stress, and unhappiness often come from a life that doesn't honor the passions and joys that make you who you are. Doing what you love isn't just about big, grand gestures. It's about finding joy in the everyday moments. It's about being present, finding meaning in your daily tasks, and choosing to engage in activities that light you up. Maybe you love walking in nature, journaling your thoughts, or playing an instrument. Whatever it is, make time for it. These things are not just nice to haves. They are essential for a fulfilling, joyful life. Incorporating what you love into your life may take some effort, but it's worth it. The joy you feel when you're doing what you love is not just a fleeting emotion, it's a deep, lasting sense of fulfillment. The more you make time for what you love, the more you'll realize how essential it is to your happiness. Life is too short to keep waiting for the perfect time to do the things that bring you joy. The perfect time is now, and it's time to start building a life that's filled with the things you love most. So don't wait for permission to do what you love. Don't let life's demands push your passions aside. Do what lights you up, and in doing so, you'll create a life that's joyful, meaningful, and completely your own. One of the most impactful steps you can take in building a joyful life is to embrace a positive mindset. The way you perceive and respond to the world around you shapes the reality you experience. It's easy to fall into the trap of seeing life through a lens of negativity, especially when things aren't going as planned, when obstacles seem to pile up, or when challenges make you feel overwhelmed. But here's the truth. The power to change your life begins with the way you think. If you can shift your mindset from one of negativity or limitation to one of possibility and positivity, you can completely transform the quality of your life and begin to experience joy on a deeper level. Our thoughts have a profound impact on how we feel and act. Negative thoughts are like weights that hold you down, making everything feel heavier and more difficult. They cause stress, anxiety, and frustration. If you're constantly thinking about what's wrong, what could go wrong, or what's missing in your life, it's easy to get stuck in a cycle of disappointment. But by changing the way you approach situations, challenges, and setbacks, you can shift from seeing obstacles as insurmountable to viewing them as opportunities for growth. When you embrace a positive mindset, you start seeing solutions instead of problems, progress instead of setbacks, and hope instead of fear. It's important to realize that positivity doesn't mean ignoring the hard stuff or pretending everything is perfect. Life is full of ups and downs, and there will be times when things don't go the way you hoped or planned. But a positive mindset is about learning how to navigate those tough times with strength and resilience. It's about acknowledging the difficulty of a situation without letting it define your entire experience. Instead of letting hardship drain you, a positive mindset helps you look for the lessons, the growth, and the opportunities hidden within each challenge. The first step in cultivating a positive mindset is to take control of your inner dialogue. Pay attention to the way you talk to yourself. Is your self-talk supportive or critical? Do you focus on what you're doing wrong, or do you celebrate the progress you've made? Too often, people are their own worst critics. They dwell on their mistakes, obsess over their flaws, and measure their worth based on their failures. But shifting your internal conversation from self-criticism to self-compassion can be incredibly powerful. Instead of beating yourself up over a mistake, ask yourself what you can learn from the situation. Instead of focusing on your shortcomings, celebrate the strengths that have helped you come this far. By practicing self-compassion, you build a stronger, more resilient mindset that fuels joy rather than discouragement. Another key aspect of a positive mindset is practicing gratitude. Gratitude has the incredible power to shift your focus from what's missing in your life to what you already have. When you start each day by counting your blessings, whether they're big or small, you train your mind to focus on the good, even when things aren't going perfectly. Gratitude helps you appreciate the present moment rather than wishing for a future that might never come. It shifts your mindset from scarcity to abundance, reminding you that no matter what challenges you face, there's always something to be thankful for. The more you practice gratitude, the easier it becomes to see the positive side of every situation. This shift in perspective can lead to a greater sense of peace and happiness. Another powerful tool for cultivating a positive mindset is visualization. Visualization is the practice of imagining yourself achieving your goals, experiencing success, or living the life you desire. When you visualize success, your brain begins to create pathways that lead to those outcomes. It's a way of telling your mind that what you want is not only possible, but also within reach. By visualizing your success, you reinforce the belief that you are capable, worthy, and deserving of a joyful life. This practice boosts your confidence, helps you overcome doubts, and motivates you to take the necessary steps to make your dreams a reality. And perhaps most importantly, a positive mindset involves letting go of the need for perfection. Perfectionism can be a joy killer. It sets unrealistic standards and creates constant pressure to be flawless. But perfection doesn't exist, and chasing after it will only leave you exhausted and disappointed. Instead of aiming for perfection, focus on progress. Embrace the fact that mistakes and setbacks are a natural part of the journey. Every failure is an opportunity to learn, to grow, and to get closer to the life you want to build. When you let go of perfection, you free yourself from the burden of impossible expectations, and you create space for growth, creativity, and joy. It's also important to recognize that you are in control of how you react to situations. Life doesn't always go as planned, and sometimes things happen that are completely out of your control. But the one thing you always have control over is your response. If you approach life with a positive mindset, you can respond to challenges with resilience, patience, and a sense of hope. Instead of letting difficulties drag you down, you can choose to face them with a belief that you will overcome them, that you will emerge stronger, and that everything happens for a reason. This doesn't mean ignoring your emotions or suppressing your feelings. It simply means choosing not to let negative emotions control your actions or thoughts. A positive mindset empowers you to take charge of your life, no matter what's happening around you. One of the most remarkable aspects of a positive mindset is its ability to attract positive experiences. The energy you put out into the world often comes back to you. When you approach life with optimism, people are drawn to your positive energy. Opportunities open up because you're willing to see them. When you believe in yourself and your ability to create the life you want, you begin to take actions that align with that belief. Positive thinking leads to positive actions, and positive actions lead to positive outcomes. As you embrace this mindset, you'll start to see more joy, more success, and more fulfillment coming into your life. Building a joyful life starts with how you think. A positive mindset allows you to see the potential for greatness in yourself, in others, and in every situation. It helps you face adversity with strength, gratitude, and a belief that anything is possible. By shifting your mindset from negative to positive, you begin to unlock the joy that's been waiting for you all along. The power to live a joyful life is within you. It starts with the way you choose to think. Taking care of yourself is the foundation of building a joyful life. Too often, people are caught up in the hustle of daily life, trying to meet external expectations and responsibilities, and they forget one of the most important aspects of living joyfully, taking care of their own mental, emotional, and physical well-being. When you prioritize your own needs and well-being, you are better equipped to handle the challenges that come your way and to experience the fullness of life's joy. In fact, self-care is not a luxury, it's a necessity for living a joyful, balanced, and fulfilling life. The first step in taking care of yourself is recognizing that your needs matter. Society often glorifies being busy, pushing yourself to the limit, and sacrificing your own well-being for the sake of others or for the sake of success. But when you neglect yourself, your energy depletes, your mood dips, and your joy fades. Taking care of yourself means acknowledging that you are worthy of time, attention, and care. It's about putting yourself at the top of your priority list. Understanding that by caring for yourself, you're better able to care for others too. If you're running on empty, you have nothing to give. But when you nurture yourself, you have an abundance of energy, compassion, and positivity to share with the world. This doesn't mean being selfish or neglecting your responsibilities. It means creating balance in your life by making time for activities that recharge you, that give you energy, and that help you feel grounded. Whether it's taking a walk in nature, reading a book, or simply sitting in quiet reflection, small acts of self-care can have a profound impact on your joy. The simple act of taking a few minutes each day to focus on your well-being can completely change how you feel throughout the day. When you're physically, mentally, and emotionally healthy, you're in a better position to face life's challenges with clarity, resilience, and a positive outlook. Physical self-care is one of the most basic but often overlooked aspects of well-being. Taking care of your body doesn't mean you have to spend hours at the gym or follow a strict diet. It means paying attention to your body's needs and responding with kindness. Eating nutritious meals, getting enough sleep, staying hydrated, and exercising in a way that feels good for your body, all acts of self-care that significantly impact your physical and mental health. When you feel good in your body, you feel good in your mind. Exercise, for example, releases endorphins, which are chemicals in your brain that boost your mood and reduce stress. Even a short walk or some light stretching can elevate your mood and help you stay energized. Mental and emotional self-care are equally important. It's easy to get caught up in negative thinking, self-criticism, or the pressures of life. But learning to manage your thoughts and emotions is key to finding joy. Taking care of your mental health involves recognizing when you need a break, when to step back from stressful situations, and when to ask for help. Whether it's practicing mindfulness, meditation, journaling, or simply giving yourself permission to rest, mental self-care helps you maintain emotional balance. When you take time to process your feelings, to let go of stress, and to recharge your mind, you're able to face life's ups and downs with a clearer, more positive perspective. Another crucial part of self-care is setting boundaries. Sometimes people feel overwhelmed because they've said yes to too many things or have taken on too much responsibility. Setting healthy boundaries is about knowing your limits and having the courage to say no when something doesn't serve your well-being. It's about recognizing that it's okay to prioritize your own needs without feeling guilty. Boundaries help protect your energy and time, allowing you to show up as your best self in every area of your life. When you respect your own boundaries, you send a message to yourself and others that you value your health, happiness, and time. This leads to less burnout and more energy for the things that matter most. Self-care also involves emotional healing. Life is full of challenges, and sometimes you may carry emotional wounds from past experiences. Taking care of your emotional well-being means addressing these wounds, acknowledging your feelings, and allowing yourself to heal. This could involve seeking therapy, talking to trusted friends, or simply giving yourself space to process difficult emotions. When you allow yourself to heal, you free yourself from the burden of emotional baggage and create space for joy and positivity to flow freely in your life. Sometimes it's easy to put everyone else's needs ahead of your own, but true self-care requires that you make space for yourself too. It's not always easy, especially if you've been taught to put others first. But remember that by taking care of yourself, you're in a better position to support and care for those around you. You can't pour from an empty cup. The more you nourish your body, mind, and soul, the more you have to give to others. Self-care isn't just about doing a few things when you're feeling run down or exhausted. It's about integrating practices into your daily life that promote overall well-being. It's about making self-care a lifestyle, not a reaction to stress or burnout. By prioritizing your needs, learning to listen to your body, and giving yourself the care you deserve, you create a solid foundation for a joyful life. So take a moment and think about how you can take better care of yourself. What activities make you feel recharged, peaceful, and fulfilled? What boundaries do you need to set to protect your time and energy? How can you give yourself permission to slow down, rest, and recharge? These are not indulgences. They are essential for your well-being and happiness. By investing in yourself, you are investing in your joy, and that investment will pay off in countless ways. When you take care of yourself, you make room for a joyful, fulfilling life that can weather any storm. One of the most powerful ways to build a joyful life is to surround yourself with people who uplift, encourage, and inspire you. We are deeply influenced by the people we spend time with, and the energy they bring into our lives can either fuel our joy or drain it. This is why it's crucial to choose your inner circle wisely. When you surround yourself with positive, supportive individuals, you naturally start to feel more positive and energized. On the other hand, if you surround yourself with negativity or people who constantly bring you down, you can start to feel weighed down, disconnected, and even discouraged. Having a strong support system is one of the cornerstones of a joyful life. Think about the times in your life when you felt truly supported. Maybe it was a friend who listened when you were going through a tough time, or a mentor who helped you navigate a difficult decision. Maybe it was someone who encouraged you to take a leap of faith or pushed you to chase your dreams. These moments of support are invaluable because they help you feel seen, understood, and motivated. When you surround yourself with people who genuinely care about you and want the best for you, you create a foundation of love and trust that can carry you through life's challenges. Positive relationships don't just provide emotional support, they also offer opportunities for personal growth. When you surround yourself with people who challenge you in a healthy way, who inspire you to be the best version of yourself, you begin to expand in ways you never thought possible. Healthy relationships help you see new perspectives, encourage you to pursue your passions, and hold you accountable to your goals. They push you to grow, learn, and evolve, which is essential for living a joyful life. Having people in your corner who believe in you can give you the confidence to take risks, try new things, and continue moving forward even when things get tough. But it's not just about having people who lift you up. It's about creating an environment where you can also offer that same support to others. Joy is not a one-way street. It's about building a network of relationships that are based on mutual respect, love, and support. When you uplift others, you also uplift yourself. Helping others, sharing your knowledge, offering encouragement, or simply being a listening ear can create a sense of fulfillment and connection that brings joy to both parties. Being a positive influence in someone else's life also strengthens your own sense of purpose and happiness. It's important to know that not all relationships are beneficial to your well-being. There may be people in your life who consistently bring negativity, drama, or toxicity into your world. It's vital to recognize when a relationship is harmful and to have the courage to set boundaries or walk away if necessary. Sometimes for your own mental and emotional health, you need to distance yourself from people who don't contribute to your growth or happiness. Letting go of toxic relationships is a powerful act of self-care and is essential for creating a joyful, healthy life. While it may be difficult, clearing out negative influences from your life opens up space for more positive, uplifting relationships to enter. Choosing your relationships wisely also involves surrounding yourself with people who align with your values and passions. When you share common interests and goals with the people around you, you create a sense of belonging and community that strengthens your sense of joy. Whether it's friends, family, or colleagues, being around people who understand your aspirations and encourage you to pursue them can be incredibly motivating. These are the kinds of relationships that support your journey and help you stay focused on what truly matters to you. Moreover, the relationships you choose to nurture should be built on respect, honesty, and trust. Healthy relationships are not about superficial connections or about trying to please others. They're about being authentic and true to yourself. When you can be your true self in a relationship, you create a space where both you and the other person feel valued, heard, and respected. These kinds of relationships create deep, lasting joy because they are rooted in genuine connection and understanding. Additionally, remember that building a joyful life is not just about spending time with people you like, but also investing in meaningful connections. It's easy to get caught up in the surface level relationships that may not bring real value to your life. But the true sources of joy are the people who challenge you, support you, and help you grow. Whether it's close friends, family, mentors, or even colleagues, meaningful relationships provide the foundation for joy that extends beyond fleeting moments of happiness. They're the people who show up for you, who help you through the difficult times, and who celebrate your successes with you. In the same vein, it's essential to be intentional about the energy you bring into relationships. Just as you need positive, uplifting people around you, you also need to contribute to that positive energy yourself. If you want to be surrounded by people who lift you up, you also need to be a source of positivity and encouragement. When you bring kindness, gratitude, and compassion into your relationships, you create an environment that nurtures joy for everyone involved. Positivity is contagious. And when you cultivate it within yourself, it ripples out and influences the people around you in a beautiful way. Your relationships shape your emotional landscape and directly impact your happiness. By choosing to surround yourself with people who uplift, support, and inspire you, you are choosing a life that is filled with joy. Positive, meaningful relationships provide the foundation for a joyful, fulfilling life. They help you grow, keep you grounded, and remind you that you are not alone on this journey. The love, encouragement, and mutual support you give and receive from others are some of the most powerful tools you have to create a life that is rich in happiness and fulfillment.